Your love so deep is washing over me. Your face is all I see.
This image that's painted in my mind when I heard the song Sinking Deep is this beautiful story about God's love. I picture it like this huge ocean or big body of water, and there's this human out there struggling, trying on their own strength to stay above this water for this love. And God calling out to you and saying, let me love you. You're like, but God, what about my addiction? He's like, let me love you. Like, but God, what about my failed marriage? It's like, let me love you. But what about my career? What about my family? What about my past? What about my sin? And he's like, just let me love you where you are. And finally, you are just too tired to fight anymore, so you release and you let yourself begin to sink. And as you go underwater, you realize you can breathe. So you inhale the water and it gives you life. And you pinch yourself just to make sure you're not asleep. And you realize that this is where you were always supposed to be, here enveloped in His love. And as you begin to sink deeper and lean in more, you realize that things of your past and pains and issues and sins, they just begin to dissipate and disappear. I don't know where you're at on your journey right now. Maybe you've never experienced this love. Maybe you used to know it, and people have spoken to your life and you've risen above the surface and you're relying on your own strength again. Or maybe you're currently enveloped in God's love and you just need to sink a little bit deeper and lean in a little further. But no matter where you are, I think God's calling us to a place of love. He's calling us to be overcome with His love and mercy and grace, to just let it wash over us like a flood. I think it's time for us to be His beloved and sink deep